Welcome to Zero Ping, Lake Tahoe.
I love how the sun is like shining in the background. It makes it look picturesque. Hi, I'm Anthony! And everyone who voted for me. This is Zero Ping number 10. It's our monthly retreats for nerdy content creators. I'm Carrie Huang. I am a YouTuber. I studied computer science. Now I make the show called Battle for Dream Island on YouTube.
And I'm Peter Park. I will be interviewing everyone here at Zero Ping. I'm also the second youngest attorney in the history of California and also the guy behind Steno Keyboards.
We are near Lake Tahoe. We're actually like 100 feet from the shore. It is the middle of winter, so there's snow everywhere.
So I have here with me questions.
The best interviews are crayon based.
Crayon. What are you working on right now?
I think part of it is organizing Zero Ping retreats. Right now I'm working on
much simpler than you think.
sort of like taking a step back from the episode production for BFDI, and I want to return to my STEM channel, Carrie KH, more, because like even though I think kids will always be more passionate about their cartoon show, it's important to make content. I felt that, oh my god, we're in the middle of an interview. Yeah, like even though like educational content doesn't get as much hype, I think it's important to make content that like gets people excited to learn.
I definitely agree. I enjoy watching the Carrie KH videos, watching like educational videos.
Like Vsauce. I loved watching Vsauce.
Are you working on a video right now for Carrie KH?
Not really, because now it's like January 14th or 15th. I think I've been moving house actually, so I think that's been taking my time. But I want to make a new video. I made one recently about, oh shoot, are you okay?
Are you okay, Anthony?
It was $5.
Well, I made a video recently about the Collatz multiverse. It's just sort of like taking certain math experiments and like generalizing to more numbers. I want to do one for Conway's Game of Life as well, because that's another thing that I was really fascinated with in high school, and I'm like, I could bring it back.
Oh, I've never done an interview before. This is my first one.
This is a good experience.
Yeah. How long have you been a part of ZP? Or I guess because you started, how long has Zero Ping been going on?
Well, Zero Ping, I guess right now it's about its first birthday because we started January of last year. So in a way, I feel like it's crazy it's only been 1 year, because a lot of friendships that have been made, and it's like, oh, I didn't even know this person 1 year ago. But yeah, I think I've been here since the start, and I'm really proud that we're at the 10th one now.
So Zero Ping, we have like recurring activities. So what is like your favorite Zero Ping activity?
I feel like that's an easy one for me. I think it has to be the shitty PowerPoints. Because, whoa. So that's just where we give everyone like half an hour to make a PowerPoint about some topic they want to nerd out about, but they don't have to worry about quality at all. And then everyone presents like 5 minutes each. And I think it allows people to have a space where they're allowed to waste people's time on like a useless topic.
Okay.
And you learn like, oh, I didn't know that like this person's also into like manga, or maybe they're also into public transit or whatever. So I think we learn more about each other. So
I'm looking forward to it. What does Zero Ping mean to you, Carrie?
I think Zero Ping means, I don't know, I guess it's like caring about friendship as an adult, and I don't know, just experiencing the world in a way that doesn't involve career aspirations, which is important in one aspect of life, but I think it's important to be like, okay, during this one weekend, we don't have to focus on like, I don't know, salaries or workplace drama. Yeah.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
Of people?
Yes.
Oh dang, this is like a heavy question. I think, true. Okay, we're almost by the lake. My goal is to touch the lake.
Okay, we're gonna touch the lake.
Okay, yeah, let's touch it. Well, here we go. Once the water touches the hand touches the water, you've made it as a human. Oh, it's so cold. It's actually like frozen. Oh my god. Oh, it's literally like ow. Oh my god, it's frozen. For inspirations, Hank Green, because I think he created a lot of conventions, but he always seems to be making something. Like he never seems to get tired of it. I'm trying to think of across multiple genres. Oh, Anthony Kodanian is another inspiration. I think it's hard to pick because like I want to pick people from like maybe a musical artist. I think there was a time I really liked Lorde when I was like 16 because she was also 16 at the time, and I felt like during that era, all of the pop songs were about like, go to the clubs, put your hands in the air, and she wrote a song about like, oh, I'm kind of tired of being told to put my hands up in the air. Because like, I think I'm also not a party goer. Oh shoot. Hank Green,
Lorde, okay.
Okay.
Third one.
Well, I guess 3 Blue and Brown, and that's an easy one, I feel like. Because he's just very good at exposition or teaching math in a way that's, 1, very substantial, like he's not skirting over the deep facts, but 2, in a way that makes people who are bored want to keep following along, which is something that I think a lot of math professors struggle with is like how do I get a kid who's not into math interested? Yeah, so those will be my 3.
Do you have any book recommendations?
Oh, book recommendations. I feel like I haven't been reading enough books lately.
Top 3 zero pingers of all time.
Oh, well, Peter Park is one of them because he's filming like interviews which no one else has thought of before. But I feel like I can't pick favorites while they're standing right here.
Those are my questions.
Awesome. Well, it was an honor to be a part of this interview process.
Yay. It's nice being here at Lake Tahoe.
I know, beautiful weather, beautiful scenery. Yeah, I think, you know, we got to see more of Mother Earth while we're still on it. James, do you want to be interviewed next?
So my name is James, and I have been working as a software engineer for the past 5 years, but also I do YouTube on the side, as well as I'm working on a couple of businesses that are like, one's an AI video editor and the other one is like a software as a service tool for like small business owners.
Okay, tell me more about that software as a service tool.
So when ChatGPT came out in like 2023, I built this tool called oh my God. Oh, it's slippery.
Yeah, it's so slippery. Oh my God. Oh no.
We're not dead, so that's good. Yeah, chatshape.com in 2023. Basically, after ChatGPT came out, I wanted to build a tool that you could, like, small businesses could use for like customer support. And so I built ChatShape. I marketed it on Twitter mostly, and then that was like my first like ever like
Can people still
business
find it?
that I built. Yeah, people can still find it. I'm kind of like shutting it down now because it's been like running for 2 years, and I want to focus on my new tool, which is clipmove.com, the video editor. But yeah, I still have customers for it, and I'm just been like supporting them, and that's like going to be my plan like going forward. Clipmove.com.
Clipmove.com.
So basically an AI video editor for like short form content like TikTok and Instagram.
Would you mind sharing your monthly recurring revenue, your MRR?
Oh yes, yeah. So when Clipmove first came out, I did a lot of like marketing through like SEO, and then like I paid influencers on like TikTok and like Instagram to promote the tool, and that's how like a lot of the customers came through. So right now I'm at like about 1,000 MRR with Clipmove, and I'm like steadily trying to like figure out new marketing tactics to like increase that and get more customers, and also of course like actually like improve the tool.
How long have you been a part of Zero Ping?
So
retreats?
I came to the first Zero Ping in Tahoe in 2025. I think I've been to most of them so far. I did the Catalina trip, we had that one, Zero Ping. Yeah, basically I've just been to a couple of them. Yeah, and I want to keep coming to them. They're always a lot of fun.
Favorite Zero Ping activity?
I kind of like the shitty PowerPoints. I feel like those are fun.
That's like 2 points for shitty PowerPoints already. Yeah. What do you like about it?
Just that people are like creative with what they come out with it. It's always like so random, and I think it's just like really funny.
What do you like about Zero Ping?
I think it's just like the main thing is like, you know, spending time with your friends and like getting to go see new places. Like that's always pretty fun.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
There's like certain people like Rockefeller that I think have interesting qualities about them. I would say another one would be like Disney. He was like extremely ambitious. He did things that people kind of like didn't think about at the time, and he was also just like weird. And I think it's really cool that when people like embrace their weirdness, like before he built Disneyland, he just like was super into trains, and Disneyland was supposed to be like a train park or something like that. I like Marcus Aurelius's like meditations book, so I'm gonna say Marcus Aurelius for the third one. I think I just listen to a lot of like history podcasts, so that's why I like take a lot of inspiration from like history and stuff.
Do you have any book recommendations?
Well, meditations for sure. It's kind of like the book that everyone talks about with regards to like stoicism. I think Project Hail Mary is pretty good too.
Oh, I
like
read that book. Yeah, I recommend that book as well.
That was a good book.
Thank you, James.
Thank you.
Andrew is driving us. Thank you, Andrew.
Hello, listeners. In a lot of video games, you know, this is like World 1 where you're like in the kind of grassy, pleasant foothills and it's green, but then you can see the ominous spiky mountains ahead of you. That's what we see right now.
Look at that gondola.
Yeah, the gondola.
Oh, so this is heavenly. Gondola. I see it right there, Dala.
There, Dala.
I'm here with Jacob.
Hello, Zero Ping documentary. My name is Jacob. I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos about game development. It's called Polymars. Let's go. Subscribe. A lot of it is like challenges about game development. Like I did a video, it was making a horror game to scare my sister. I found out all of her biggest fears and I put them all into a horror game. Just in like 4 hours, I like streamed everything. That's what I've been up to. I met Carrie at VidSummit. It's a YouTube conference. Oh yeah, I met another person who's friends with him, Sondering Emily. And I clicked with both of them like really well, I felt like. Then I started coming to the Zero Pings. I went to the very first Zero Ping, which was also in Lake Tahoe.
What is something that you're working on right now?
Oh, good question. I made a water slide horror game that I'm about to make a video about, where it's like a horror game, but it takes place in a water slide.
I'm noticing a genre in your game.
Yeah, lots of horror. You knew my channel before. I used to do a lot of more like, I guess like low level programming, like C++ videos, like stuff like that. And then I went to college for computer science. And when I was in college, I had like no time to make YouTube videos. So I started streaming and posting like the highlights of my streams. So I would do super like small games, like trying to make a game in a few hours. And those videos started doing really well. And I realized that was a lot of fun to like show my personality more. So I switched channels and I like dropped out of college after 2.5 years to do YouTube full time.
You were one of the featured creators at Open Sauce, right?
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I gave a talk.
You did the talks.
Yeah, I gave a talk on making games as play instead of production. You can just make games for fun.
What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
Ooh, okay. Well, the first thing that came to my mind was Jackbox. Jackbox is always fun, but it's got to be the PowerPoints. I love making the PowerPoints. Gets intense. Last time my PowerPoint was about, it was like making a better version of a haunted house.
What is Jackbox?
You'll play it later. You'll find out.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
It's hard because I feel like my interests have always changed and evolved so much. I think it's funny, when I was getting started, one of the first YouTubers I really liked, I was probably in 9th grade, was Carrie. I watched his videos about...
Which videos?
It was definitely the AI, like,
was it
stuff he was doing.
Cage?
Yeah,
channel?
Carrie Cage, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Definitely the AI stuff. I forget, like, specific videos, but also Jabril.
Jabril's, I like
And then,
Jabril's.
like, Code Parade. All of them were in the era at the time. Code Bullet. In terms of, like, what I do now, a lot of my inspirations were, like, there was a time I really liked, like, Tommy In It. I thought he was so funny. Ludwig, like, people like that. Also my friends. I feel like everyone around me, and I love going to stuff like this. Okay, this is kind of like a PR answer, but like everyone around me, like, really actually does motivate me to like want to do more and like find things I like doing and like explore. So
I want to ask you, how did you get into like coding? Like, what got you into that?
oh, it's a good question, because I feel like it was always an interest of mine, but I never really like actually learned how to code until like 10th grade, which is when I started making YouTube videos about game development. So I think I always wanted to learn how to code to make my own video games. And like the first video I ever made on my YouTube channel was the first game I ever made. So that was a good way to like kind of like document my like journey. It gave me like a good reason to keep making things, and it also gave me a very great way to get feedback on everything I was making. Even if a video got like 30 views, there'd be like at least like 5 people in the comments being like, don't do this, don't do that. I think it was always like wanting to build things, because when I used to play video games, my favorite games were always, I think on the Wii, it was like low-key just like the Mii Maker, like making Miis. I made so many Miis. Or like in like a lot of the DS Pokemon games, I'm thinking about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, you could like build your secret base. Or I think that was an Emerald, but anyway, you could like build a secret base. Like I like just like games where you could customize things. Like Minecraft like was so fun. I always liked sandbox games. I think that naturally led me to just like get really into, I learned how to code like through Unity. But for the longest time, I didn't know how to like code in it. I would just like drag stuff around. It was like fun to just like use it like a sandbox. I guess over time, I like from making videos, I got better at like coding that way. I guess that was like throughout high school.
Do you have any book recommendations?
I think a really good book I read last year, it's a fiction book, is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow.
Oh,
I
okay.
picked it up because it's about game development. I'm like, okay, I'm a game developer. I'd probably like this. But I feel like anyone can read that book. It's really about like people and like relationships, and it really changed my perspective on video games a lot, because I think as I've gotten older, I've been more distant from video games, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to be like there's a stigma of like just like, I don't know, like a guy in his like 20s that like plays video games all day, like is like antisocial. But this game like made me view, or sorry, this book made me view video games as like a medium for like so much like more, like it made me really like appreciate video games, and made me want to get back into playing video games. Just seeing like the way video games are used in that book to like tell stories about people was super cool. It's hard to explain, but I recommend that book. I don't read that much, but that was one book I read last year that I was like, oh, this is like probably my favorite book.
Some of the Zero Ping game developers, like
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Yeah.
He recommended Wyatt and Emily. They recommended that book to me.
Really?
Like,
yeah.
Both
it's a good
independently.
book.
Like,
Yeah.
Actually, every single game dev I've run into recommends this
Yeah,
book
it's
to me.
such a good book. It made me less embarrassed to be like, oh, like I like video games, like that kind of thing.
Is there anything you want to say to the world?
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. I think that if something excites you, you should lean into that. No matter what.
Lean into
Yeah,
that.
no matter where you are in life, even if you feel like, oh, it wouldn't make sense to do this thing, like all my skills, like everything I've done in the past, like all this like schooling or something is like for this thing, it's like, well, maybe you should like lean into the thing that's like actually exciting you, because that's a very valuable feeling and you shouldn't take it for granted, because sometimes you won't have a feeling like that like motivation.
Oh, wise words from
I
Mr.
know,
Polymars
deep.
himself.
Polymars is deep.
All right, well, thank you for the
Yes,
interview.
we'll see you guys around at Zero Ping.
All right, so I am here with.
Hi guys, my name's Emma. I make music, and that's my main thing.
What kind of music do you make?
I'd say somewhere in between like indie pop and pop rock. It kind of depends on the vibe of the song, but just I write a lot of songs, I have a lot of big feelings, and I'm just a girl, you know.
And where can people find you?
I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. Stuff is out everywhere. New music coming in 2026, lots of it. I'm very excited.
What are you working on right now?
Well, I have a song release and a music video release planned up for late February or early March, so starting to work on that. In the process of finishing some songs, always writing. I just moved to LA 2 weeks ago. I graduated college, packed up my life, and moved to LA, so getting adjusted there and just on to bigger and better things.
What was your major?
I was a songwriting major. I went to college in Nashville, so that.
And how long have you been a part of Zero Ping?
This is my second. My first Zero Ping was the Halloween trip in San Jose. It was really fun. It was my first time doing like a haunted house, and I'm a scaredy cat. It did not go well, but it was really entertaining for everyone else.
You guys stayed at a haunted house?
We didn't stay there, but we like went and we visited one on like Halloween night.
Oh, okay.
You know, with like actors that like come out and scare you, and I was yelling at them in a southern accent. And I was like, please don't scare me, please guys, I'm really freaking out.
Are you from the South?
Yes, I was born in Texas. I don't actually have a southern accent unless I'm doing it as a bit. I'm from Dallas, I'm from the city and like the suburbs.
How did you join?
Yeah, so I met Jacob first, I think at VidCon of this year. And then I kind of met him briefly, and then I bonded with him and Carrie at Open Sauce this July in the Bay Area. And then at Vid Summit, which was in October, we kind of really bonded. And then I got added to the Zero Ping Discord, and I didn't have any plans on Halloween. And I was like, you know what, might as well join. And it was like the most fun I've ever had, my best Halloween ever. Genuinely such a blast. And this is my birthday weekend, so I was like, of course I'm gonna come
happy
out.
birthday.
Thank you. The
Yeah.
big 21.
Oh, 21.
Yes.
Well, how'd you graduate college so early then?
I skipped a grade.
Oh, smarty pants over here.
Yes, academic weapon.
What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
I think Jackbox. I love Jackbox games, and the PowerPoint night was really fun too. I won the worst PowerPoint on the Halloween trip. It was my first time.
Is that good?
It was really good because my PowerPoint was really bad.
What do you like about Zero Ping?
I just really like the people. I like going on trips with people. I'm not used to like going on trips in a group that's not just like my family or like traveling for a convention. So this is really fun. And I'd never been to San Jose before for Halloween, and I've never been to this area. And I wasn't really an outdoor person until I came to California. So I do like touching grass, seeing nature, and just like being in an Airbnb with people for like 4 days. It just feels like a summer camp, which I really miss.
What made you want to move to LA when you were like from Texas and you went to school in Tennessee and everything?
I mean, I have visited LA a lot since like 2022 for conventions, and just I have a lot of friends out here, and I've always deep down been like, this is the place for me. And I was living there on and off last year, not like long term, but just like house sitting for some people, and I just kept falling in love with it. And obviously like LA has its ups and downs, but I have a lot of friends out here. And you know, I graduated college, the timing was convenient.
Do you make a living off of your songs?
We don't need to talk about that.
We don't need to talk about that? Okay.
I do a lot of random side quests. So I also work with Vid Summit, and then I do a lot of side quests in the social media world and conventions and music and songwriting, and then I write with other people too.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
Musically, I would say Amy Allen, Julia Michaels, and Taylor Swift, writing-wise. And I also love Gracie Abrams. And then like YouTube social media people, love Brittany Broski. I grew up watching like Alicia Marie and those kinds of YouTubers, loved them. Like overall
explain.
inspiration, I would say Taylor Swift, because I grew up listening to her. Like that's kind of what made me want to do music. Like when I was little, I had a CD of all of her songs downloaded, and that's like what I grew up listening to, and I kind of witnessed her genre shifting. It was the first concert I ever went to. I went to the 1989 concert. My mom took me. It was like the best night of my life. I went to the Eras Tour opening night, and that was the other best night of my life. And just seeing her live and seeing her change genres as someone who I haven't really found sonically like where I want to go with music. And so seeing her change so many times and like, I don't know, I just grew up loving her and I still do. So I feel like I can associate a lot of my memories like with listening to music. Like I would be pretending to be on stage, like listening to like Fearless and Red, like those old albums.
What kind of impact do you want your music to have on the listeners?
I mean, I think that like I grew up listening to music in a way that like helped me understand my own emotions. And sometimes I listen to a song and I'm like, wow, they put that feeling into words. And I feel like songwriting is therapeutic for me just as I write lyrics, because sometimes I can't like put a feeling into words until I can make it a song. And I feel like that's how I kind of process some things. And I think songs can be associated with good memories. Like it brings people together. Yeah, that's the goal, just bring people together and to impact someone emotionally through, how do I word this? Like you take this like intimate feeling, you turn it into art and then you share it. And if someone resonates with that, like I think that's one of the most like beautiful things.
Do you have any book recommendations?
Yes, I do. Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid, The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, the classics Percy Jackson and Harry Potter.
What's the first one about?
Basically, the story follows one girl. It starts with this night she's like moving back to LA. At night, she like decides if she wants to stay at this bar or go home. And then the story splits into two different storylines, one where she stays at the bar, one where she goes home. And I don't want to spoil much more of it, but basically, we see
premise.
two different storylines and we see how her life plays out, just how one small decision like affected the rest of her life, like who she ended up with. The first time I read it, it gave me kind of an existential crisis because I was like, oh my gosh, every decision I make could change the trajectory of my life. But it kind of made me feel better because you see her live two different lives and she is so happy in both of them, and both of them she's like, you know, maybe in another life this would have happened, but like I like my life the way it is. So it just really
That's an interesting premise.
impacted me a lot, and I love it and I recommend it.
What is something that you just want to say to the world?
I touched a lot of grass today and I turned 21. Yay.
All right. Thank you, Emily.
Cause if you were true and you felt a fraction of what I do, I wouldn't be here missing you, missing you. And if you lied,
Like to me, there's something really cool about like when you look at a constellation in the real world. It's like these stars all look like they're next to each other, but like some are actually like 10. It's Carrie. Writing for the FTI. He's in a writer's meeting. It's top secret. Stop.
Why is it only 1 pound?
What is happening out there?
Wait, go back around.
Oh, really? Howtown? Yeah, there's a Howtown video about it.
Why does it do it like that?
Oh, I like the vibe of this place.
Hello. We're next to the fire. We are at the Free Close-Up Magic Show.
I had my wallet in my like swimming trunks, and then I went in and I forgot.
Guys, there are like these cushiony type seats over here. You want to sit down?
If you missed that, you missed the entire Royal Flush, which tells me everything I need to know is you guys are not observant at all. Oh my God. And don't let these separate, because if these separate, well then you see that that's just a medium rope, that's just a medium rope, that's a medium rope. And once you see it, yeah, you can't unsee it once you see it. They're all the exact same size.
What?
Thank you guys so much.
Woo!
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That's probably one of the
Thank you.
that's probably one of the
Thank
best
you.
magic shows I've seen. Thank you.
Very impressive.
Because I eat all my peas. You're making scratch games instead of getting degrees.
Okay, Kelly. Personal. That was personal.
I had to go in.
Listen up, everybody. Yeah, pan to me, Peter.
Connie and Drake, they call me for advice. Carrie, you're looking like a zebra with those
Oh my
stripes.
god. Okay.
You better recognize I'm the ultimate massage. Can't even drive,
Oh
crash
my
the rental
gosh.
in the garage.
That's crazy.
You guys were here, he crashed the car into the garage.
Oh.
And he's wearing stripes like a zebra.
This is too. You're
soon.
focusing too soon. Too soon.
This is my sleeping area. It's my bunk bed right here. Hello, I am with...
My name is Mark. I have a channel on YouTube called Purple Pancakes, and I mainly do video editing. And I also edit videos for Carrie on his Carrie KH channel. And I mainly do gaming content.
What are you working on right now?
I currently have an ongoing project where I have a bunch of just gaming clips that I have. I clip like either like funny clips or entertaining clips or like impressive clips, and either edit it down and then put it into a short, or just directly put it into a short and schedule it so I can have daily uploads. And I'm also working on a few long form videos of gaming content. Currently, I have, with my daily uploads on shorts, I have a bunch of them already uploaded, like the next 2 weeks, like ready to go. Like it's all scheduled and ready to go. And on top of that, I have a bunch of shorts all edited and ready to be scheduled. And behind all that, I have gameplay clips that are completely unedited, and I can add those to like the stockpile, as I like to call them.
How long have you been a part of Zero Ping?
I've been a part of Zero Ping so I did the one in September. And that was my first Zero Ping, and this is my second one right now.
What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
My favorite Zero Ping activity definitely has to be the bad PowerPoints. It's just kind of very chaotic and very fun.
I think everybody pretty much said that. And then Jackbox is like the only other thing that I heard. What do you like about Zero Ping?
I really like having very nerdy conversations with a lot of people. I love talking about just things and like learning about what everyone else likes and stuff, what they do. Because we can talk about anything from like games to coding to videos. It's so many interesting conversations because you're gonna learn something new every single time.
Yes. Who are your top 3 inspirations?
Number 1 inspiration is Astral Spiff. I really love his content. I guess I can also say Carrie. I've been a fan of Carrie's content for a while now, like years. And the fact that I can edit videos for him now is like, it's really cool. And number 3, is it weird to say myself? It's mainly because I want to see myself succeed.
Book recommendation.
I guess I'll just say the first Captain Underpants book.
The first Captain Underpants book?
Yeah, I remember like reading those as a kid, and they were just like super entertaining.
Yeah, I like the ones where they like flip it real fast.
Oh yeah, the Flip-O-Rama.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Mark, people can find you Purple Pancakes.
Yeah, Purple Pancakes on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I like that you brought all of the different, like just all the breadboards. Like it's all ready to go.
Yeah, it's already ready to go.
How are you doing, Foss?
Doing good. My hands are cold.
Yeah. I'm here with Foss.
I'm Matthew Foss. I've been a software engineer for like 6-ish years now. I work on software for smart glasses.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What company do you work for?
Mentra. Yeah, everything we do is open source.
Even the hardware?
No, not quite.
Firmware.
The firmware is open source.
Okay, the firmware is open.
All of the software is open source. The cloud, the client, the firmware, everything software.
Oh, nice. Are you wearing smart glasses right now?
I am wearing smart glasses right now.
What are you working on right now?
Everything client related. So that's the entire phone stack.
Okay.
Everything related to the app. That's connecting to the glasses. That's connecting to the cloud, getting user state, everything.
What are some cool things you have made in the past?
What are some? Would you like a demo?
Sure.
This is some like dumb UI shit that is like, it's like invisible to the user, but it's a lot more complicated than you might think behind the scenes.
Okay.
So here we have this like onboarding flow where, so this is the video that's currently loaded. This is the next video in the sequence. This is a fallback image in case you're like not connected to the internet. And we need to just say play it. So what happens is it plays this first video, goes to the next video, and then it loads the next video in the background. And what's happening behind the scenes is these 2 videos are rendered on top of each other. And then when you hit the next button, it swaps which one is on top. And getting this all to work smoothly and have all the animations play in sequence and have it all perfectly line up without any jitter, absolute nightmare.
Oh, interesting. Didn't you work on other stuff before glasses too?
Oh yeah, I mean tons of things.
What have you worked on? Highlights.
I worked for a crypto company for 2 years. We made like a hot wallet. I have had a ton of personal projects throughout the years. So that's everything from reverse engineering video game controllers, modified iPods, modified iDogs, playlist generator for Spotify, tons of random niche things. I made this app for like tablets so that I can check what's inside my fridge at any time. It's basically like a whiteboard that I can check from anywhere. You open up the fridge, you cry because it's empty, and then you close the fridge door, and then you write on the iPad what you need, and then I can check that from my phone. I don't have to remember to take a picture of the whiteboard. I like to enhance,
your everyday life.
Yes,
yes, that's definitely the case with the glasses.
Yes.
Can you tell us about how your career began?
I've definitely always just been interested in technology and taking things apart. Ever since probably middle school, I was really into video games.
Yeah.
And I got into video game hacking a little bit, and got me a little trouble at school, but but yeah, by the time I was in high school, I was making video games for my classmates. Yeah, by the time I was in high school, I was making websites and video games and sharing them with my friends. The thing that really kickstarted my career is the Joy-Con driver, as you mentioned. That I made a Reddit post about that. It kind of blew up a bit. Somebody at a big tech company saw that and said, "Hey, you should come work here." And I was like, I'm still in high school. I don't even know if I can do that. And but they're like, "Oh, no worries. We'll find you later. But send us your address. We'll send you some swag." And so they did. I got a T-shirt and some stuff.
Yeah.
And then I was.
Did you later go on to work for them?
I did. 2 years later.
After graduating high school.
Yes, after graduating high school.
You just went immediately to their company?
No. So I went to college for about 2 years, and then I just saw an email one day, and they're like, "Hey, do you still want to work here?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And
then you dropped out?
I did. Well, yeah. I mean, it started as a summer internship, and then after that, I just stayed for another 2.5 years.
Nice.
And I've never looked back since.
Okay. How long did you work for that company?
Nearly 3 years.
Okay, and then you switched over to the crypto company?
Yes.
And now you're working for the glasses company?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Do you like what you do?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's very exciting.
Yeah, sounds like fun. How long have you been a Zero Ping member?
This is my 4th.
How did you end up joining?
Back in Seattle, I used to run a board game night, and I don't know if you know Maddie.
Is she the Claude advertisement girl?
Yes.
Okay.
That is her.
Okay.
Yeah, so she showed up at one of my board game nights. We were playing Blood on the Clock Tower. She's just visiting a friend in town and just found my group on Meetup. And at the time, I was still flying back and forth between San Francisco and Seattle for what is now my full-time job, but at the time I was just hired on as a contractor. And she was like, "Oh yeah, next time you're in San Francisco, hit me up and I'll introduce you to this board game group." So that's exactly what happened. She introduced me to this other group of people that play the same game. And how I got into Zero Ping is I went to Open Sauce, ran into Maddie. Maddie was like, "Hey, we should hang out." And eventually we end up at the after party and I meet a whole bunch of
Zero Pingers?
Yeah, basically.
What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
I really like shitty PowerPoints.
Everybody's been saying that. What do you like about Zero Ping? What makes you keep coming back?
The people. The community. Everyone is just super chill and is super interesting.
Do you have any book recommendation?
I do not.
Can I recommend you a book?
Yeah.
Just for fun, Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
It's a really fun sci-fi.
Okay, that sounds right up my alley.
Do you have anything else you would like to add?
Zero Ping is amazing.
Yay. Thank you, Foss.
Hi, I'm Andrew Mo. We have a studio audience. I am a software engineer. I also did YouTube for 2.5 years, roughly.
What's the channel?
It's called Andrew Mo, just my name.
Well, I thought it was Andrew Mo Money.
Well, that's the tag, but the channel is just called Andrew Mo.
What are you working on right now?
We're working on making Zero Ping international. So we're going to go to Japan with a bunch of nerdy content creators.
So what is your role when it comes to Zero Ping?
I do a good amount of the coordination. I do a lot of the brainstorming of where we want to go and thinking about exactly what kind of events we want to do, as well as the through line of how these events kind of come together.
So people can say you're the CEO of Zero Ping.
COO.
COO.
We definitely do touch grass. We touched lake today too. We went to Lake Tahoe and then we saw the duckies and we touched snow and ice and grass and wood and all the other elements.
Favorite Zero Ping activity?
My favorite Zero Ping activity. I know everyone keeps saying shitty PowerPoint, so I have to think about a more creative answer.
Here's a hint, we're in it right now.
I do like the hot tub.
Andrew loves the hot tub.
We've been to the hot tub in many a Zero Ping.
He only rents Airbnbs that have hot tubs.
We have had many a hot tub, and when there isn't a hot tub, it just doesn't make it doesn't make the same ting when we do have a hot tub. I do think that the sporadic like board games and Jackbox that come together, that's like a really good way for people to have more genuine connection. Make a meta, break a meta, and make memories that can be easily remembered.
What was the meta yesterday?
Nerdy content creators.
Yeah, we went to a close-up magician at the Loft. The magician was like, "Who are you guys? What are you guys doing here?" And we were supposed to give a very well-rehearsed, we're nerdy content creators.
Jacob over here, he was supposed to say the spiel. So when the magician asked us who we were, what were you supposed to say?
We're just a couple of nerdy content creators hanging out in like Tahoe to make some content together.
Okay, and what did you actually say?
I was like, yeah, we just like wanted to go skiing. So some of our friends were like, we're like in an Airbnb.
Okay. But next time you'll say the first one, right?
We're just a couple of nerdy content creators excited to hang out in Lake Tahoe.
What does zero ping mean to you?
Zero ping is an opportunity post-organized education for people to hang out for an extended period of time. And so if we can make people come together every month or so and interact again in that way and spread, similar ideas, different ideas. We've actually expanded a variety of the scope of what we talk about. The conversations have become more philosophical and spiritual, and trying to understand how to move through the space as adults.
Can you say something about the candle?
You remember my candle?
Your candle
my
story.
God, my mortal candle.
Yeah, okay,
oh my
your
God.
Candle story.
I went hiking one time and I was like, what kind of things can we think about philosophically on this hike? And one of them was, if a candle is placed from the table to the desk, you would assume it's the same candle, right? The flame is the same, the wick is the same, the wax is the same.
Okay.
But then if you extinguish the candle on the desk and then move it to the table and then relight it, how much of the candle is the same?
For the first one, if I turn the candle off and I move it and then turn it back on, it's the same candle. Why would it be anything different?
Well, the fire isn't the same.
Oh, the fire? But the fire is ever changing.
The fire is ever changing.
So then is the fire from the previous second different from the fire the next second, even if it's continuous?
Yes. Is it? Or is it not?
If you disappear it and then you reappear it?
Is it the same candle? So be ready for teleportation is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, like the Mickey movie.
Well, yeah, or like Star Trek or...
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
Creator-wise, I really like Vsauce. Oh my God, I like Jacob Polymars. There's a person that makes Everything Everywhere Daily. It's a podcast. So it's Gary from like Wisconsin. He's someone who makes fantastic educational videos every single day. And that makes me feel very inspired to be like, it doesn't matter what the topic is, right? It's science, technology, religion, like the philosophies of everything that we kind of hold together. And then finally, I really like CGP Grey.
Do you have any book recommendations?
I like Daniel Kahneman's Thinking Fast and Slow, because he's an alumni of the school I went to, and he kind of makes sense of life as there's really 2 different ways to think about things anytime you have to make a decision. And as long as you can identify which way you are thinking about things, you'll most likely make the right decision.
Do you have anything else you would like to say to the video?
I think that this is a memory that will be cherished for a very long time, and I want to thank you, Peter, for making the documentary.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay, goodbye, studio audience. Goodbye. Goodbye. It got bigger since we started.
Hi. Yeah. My name is Jade, and I'm a software engineer, and I'm focused on web accessibility.
What else do you do besides software engineering?
I like to take photos, I like to make videos, I like playing music, projects that I like to contribute to. I really enjoy making videos. You know, I got a video camera when I was like 8 years old. My uncle gave me a big VHS camera, and I started making videos. And I've just been filming myself ever since.
So do you post on YouTube?
I do, yeah.
Where can people find you?
Jade Allen Cook, everywhere.
What kind of videos do you post usually?
You were looking at it earlier. A bike review next to a JavaScript tutorial.
Yeah.
Next to an interview about tech. Next to, you know what I mean?
And what is something you're working on right now, like a project?
I'm working on a platform called communalists. It identifies the needs within the community and then helps them be able to create networks amongst their community so that they can fulfill those needs themselves. So you go onto the platform, you can create an account, and then there's organizations, and you can create an organization for yourself. It's almost like a group, and you can create a library within your organization. The library is like camera gear. Now, I don't mind if somebody wants to borrow my camera gear, just as long as you return it, you know, at least I know who has it at what time, you know. So that's like one of the features of not every time that you got to work on your vehicle, you got to go out and buy a new tool, because there might be a community of people that like to share tools amongst each other, or they might like to share gardening supplies or camera equipment or different things like that. So that's like one of the features. Another one's like being able to organize events.
And how much progress have you made on this project?
I did a V1, and the V1 was for one mutual aid organization, and we built out the form and for them to be able to process mutual aid requests within the South Bay. And that processed like 150 or 200 requests, which was awesome. You know, there's a lot of people within the South Bay. They needed support within their community.
Oh, wow.
And now I'm like, okay, I want to bring this platform to the more general public.
Who are your top 3 inspirational figures?
Alan Watts, for sure. He's a philosopher. He talks a lot about Eastern philosophy. He talks a lot about Zen. And another one is Ram Dass, for sure. Very similar. He talks about a lot more of like emotional intelligence and understanding oneself. Number 3, in no specific order too, one of our family friends, his name's Uncle Pete. But just a very caring, generous, compassionate person, and really like an inspiration for me.
Do you have any book recommendations?
Mutual Aid,
Aid
by Dean Spade. How can we work together? How can we come together and say what's up to our neighbors and cultivate a community for us to understand what we need and how to meet those needs? And Mutual Aid talks a lot about that. Another one of my favorite books is Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. It talks about Zen. It's hard, but it's also simple at the same time. It's such a funny concept of Zen, you know. It does a really great job at trying to put it into words.
Do you have anything else that you would like to say to the world?
I appreciate the invite out here, although unofficially invited. I've enjoyed my time out here. Like I love this. Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Great interview.
It's official.
Hello, it's the Zero Ping Tahoe 2026, and we're gonna do this year's very first shitty PowerPoint.
Dogs, AI or GMO? You can't leave until everyone agrees.
This is gonna be putting my ex-boyfriends on a tier list.
This is a Riz tutorial. A whole assortment of knives. Name loops.
Who's uninvited from the cookout?
The Mo Wealth Index.
Hacking the California education system.
Where can I get some balls?
Micro Center. Anthony! Hi, this is totally random, but I thought you were pretty. I wanted to say hi. What's your name? No, this is not what you say.
You need to have a baby. Be Lithuanian. Any questions?
We need to bring gang violence back.
All you need to do is hide down the stairwell and then...
And you're gonna have to name the baby Stefan Regina.
I just saw someone like totally do a flip.
You still have your helmet on.
I know. Just no one else to put it.
That's because Carrie's about to pull some crazy swerves.
I'll take it off.
No, keep it on.
It's for safety.
It's kind of a,
It's for safety.
It's kind of a vibe.
It's a vibe, yeah.
Keep it on.
All right, hello. I am with Anthony.
Hello, my name is Anthony. I do pretty much whatever I find interesting at the given moment. I have done software engineering, I've done education.
And what is something that you're working on right now?
There's a couple of games that I'm working on right now. Some in Python, some in Flash. As a side hobby, a Mars colonization game that uses real-world physics for all of the resource management and logistics. So that one originally was in ActionScript, but I'm trying to rewrite it in Python at the moment.
In Python?
Yeah.
What made you want to do Python instead of like Unity, Godot, you know, stuff like that?
One, because I like using my own Python projects, not just to actually work, but also as educational tools. And so when I teach computer science, Python is usually the go-to for what you teach students, and just showing them projects that you as a teacher have done yourself in a coding language that they understand can also be very useful.
What is something that you have worked on in the past or made that you are proud of or you think is pretty cool?
I would have to say the one video that's on my YouTube channel at the moment. It did really well, but I also worked really They're getting excited for Chipotle. Yeah, I have one video on my YouTube channel called The Beauty of Math Constants Explained, and it did really well, which is great because I put a lot of work into it.
What is your YouTube channel and how many views did that video get?
My YouTube channel is Objects in Motion, and that video currently is at 1.5 million views. So I average 1.5 million views per video.
Oh my god. How did you become a part of Zero Ping?
I've known Carrie since 2017 because he goes to VidCon. Met each other at that VidCon and then again at the VidCon after that. And then by the third VidCon that we met up, we became friends. And so I've been friends with Carrie for however long ago that was.
That's like 10 years.
No, shut up. Yeah, and so I was just hanging over at Carrie's house when he had the idea for Zero Ping. And so I heard him and Peter, another friend, brainstorm, and then I chipped in, and then he invited me to the first one, and I was like, this is great.
Ooh, so you were one of the founding fathers of Zero Ping.
I guess you could say that. Carrie and I are the only people who have been to every single Zero Ping.
Oh. What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
Well, I heard almost everyone has had shitty PowerPoints.
Yes.
So I'm gonna deviate from that and say actually my favorite activity is the Slackathon.
The Slackathon.
The Slackathon.
The Slackathon.
Which is what we've always called it.
Yes, we've always called it that.
Yeah, it's just a low effort hackathon. The first theme we went with was water and then fire and earth, and now we're at ice, which is a deviation.
We're not even sure if we're gonna do the ice Slackathon.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Maybe it was bad luck to not do air, but see, this was a pivot point because this was when we got to choose whether we wanted to go classical Western elements, or we could have gone with wood or metal and pivoted to Eastern Wuxing elements.
Yeah. But we chose ice.
We chose ice and did neither.
Yeah, ice is not an element.
If your element system considers ice and water different things, I have a couple words for you. I'm looking at you, Pokemon. And what really annoys me is when ice and water are different things, but steam is considered to be just water. I'm like, why are you doing it like that?
That's inconsistent.
That's inconsistent.
Yeah. And what do you like about Zero Ping?
What if I said I didn't like it? That's pretty presumptuous of you.
Oh, okay. Oh, it was my bad. I presumed.
You presume that if I've been to everyone, I like it.
That was a leading question.
Yeah, that was a leading question. I object. The answer is, isn't it obvious?
What do you mean?
That's the answer.
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious? It's just a time for us to really get away from our normal work lives in a way that isn't just hanging out, and an opportunity to make a space to meet people that you otherwise wouldn't have gotten to meet or interact with, and get you a little bit out of your comfort zone, but not so much as some other activities would.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
So if you had asked me this question a decade ago, I would have said Nikola Tesla. It's a very common pick for good reasons. The Edison-Tesla debates, classic bit of history, but really, the real history is a lot more complicated, and like they both weren't the best people, and so really the people who inspired me are the people who don't get the credit that maybe they deserve. So it's all the people who worked on the incremental innovations. No one talks about like Faraday enough. You could make the argument that Faraday was a much bigger contributor. For a real answer of someone alive, probably Hank Green. He's really some guy. Like, I'm constantly impressed by his ability to stay relevant and positive, and especially his current work and activities has really actually inspired me in the last year and two.
All right, and do you have a book recommendation?
Yes. The number one book that I would recommend is a book called Blue, The History of a Color. It talks about an aspect of history that really gets overlooked. Pigment is a technology like any other, but doesn't really get noticed. People say if you brought someone from the past to modern day, they'd be amazed by the technology of cars and cell phones. But I actually don't think that that's what would most immediately strike out to someone. The first thing that they would notice and be amazed by is just the amount of things that we've dyed and colored, and the vibrancy of dyes that they would have just never seen in their entire life. Like, if it's the equivalent of seeing people walk around dressed in gold and silver. That's what would impress them the most.
Interesting. And is that why you always wear blue? You even have a blue beanie over here. You have a blue glove on the way.
I do try to be a little monochromatic.
Blue gloves right here. What's your shirt underneath there?
But the history of blue is actually just really does encapsulate the history of the technological history of pigment and how it's really shaped society and people's ideas.
Yeah, I knew that blue was your favorite color and that you were wearing a lot of blue. I didn't realize your favorite book was also about the color blue.
A second book recommendation would probably be The Elegant Universe by Brian Greene. It's not as popular as A Brief History of Time, Stephen Hawking, or Carl Sagan's Cosmos, but I think does a better job in the pop sci book department of getting people up to date with the, was current state of theoretical physics 20 years ago now. But it's still one of the best pop sci books I think have ever been written.
Anything you want to say to the Zero Ping YouTube channel?
Why aren't you here yet?
Oh, why aren't you here?
Why aren't you here yet?
Well, thank you, Anthony. It was great talking to you. This is my objection. Kirby by Mark. Kaboom. Andrew's also a kaboom.
Yeah, I'm kabooming.
There's Carrie's.
I know, I'm really proud of it.
Yeah.
I need to like stay true. I'm supposed to be a wholesome person.
You guys. I'm here with Sophia.
Hello. Hi, my name is Sophia. I'm an artist and I currently work at a hospital and I rent out breast pumps.
How did you find out about Zero Ping?
I found out through Andrew.
Who wants a shot?
What is your favorite Zero Ping activity?
Ooh. I like the part where we go out and do whatever. When we go out to eat food or explore like new like food spots.
Who are your top 3 inspirations?
Oh man, I would say one of them is my man Andrew. Yeah, because he tells me like what to do. I feel like before I met him, I felt like kind of like unmotivated, like just never thought about ambitions in the way that he presented it to me. And that really changed my perspective coming into adulthood. So he's definitely one of my big inspirations.
How long have you been together?
We've been together for 7 years.
What are the plans for the future? Weren't there plans?
We will like have like our official like marriage, wedding, and maybe in front of the church. Not actually. We had like an ordained minister friend like already do a ceremony for us. So on paper, we're married.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, we did a little court thing, but like would love to like do like a big ceremony.
Yeah. Is there anything that you're working on right now?
I do want to say like my friend who has also been in Zero Ping, shout out to Len, and I were like working on a like dating simulator with personified chess pieces.
Like developing, what is your role?
My main role is like writing for it because it was like my idea and all the concepts come from me and providing some like at least art direction. But Len was responsible for mainly the character designs.
And where can people find your art, or do you have an online presence at all?
Yeah, my art Instagram is Scribbled Star Art, and lately I've been posting on a TikTok as well.
Do you have a book recommendation?
Actually, the most recent book that I read was not much of a long book, but I Have No Mouth But I Must Scream. Very relevant because of the Amazing Digital Circus.
You think that's good?
Oh yeah,
I love the Amazing Digital Circus. That's actually one of my top inspirations as of recently.
I saw you cosplay as Pomni on Halloween. That was really cool.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
Like you were Pomni in the flesh, you know.
Thank you.
Cosplay is one of your hobbies.
Oh yes, it is.
Is there anything else you would like to say?
Let's love each other more into this world because there's a lot of bad stuff happening, and free Palestine. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophia.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
What is it attached to right now?
Is this cardboard?
Yeah. Also, do we have any bigger knives than these?
We can put it on the freezer.
We just need more power.
Oh my God, Carrie's holding a knife. No, let Carrie hold it like that. No.
For you.
That's cool. Thank you.
How much does everybody else want?
7 plus 5. And you have 2 more. You have 3 more.